Evening, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Rich. This is the Suffolk Crunch. This is the Sunday sit down, and Ipswich Town are the pride of East Anglia. It finished Ipswich Town 3, Norwich City 1. Firstly, we will go for 250 likes on this video. So if you're watching live or you're watching on catch up, hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We're looking to get to 10,000. And we are sponsored by Bad Shirt Club. Go to the website to get your bucket hats, your shirts, your jackets, and use the code at the checkout TSC30 for 30% off. New lines coming, Christmas wear coming soon, so head over there and check it out. Let's have a look who's in the chat. Mike Baker, good evening. James Warren Elmer says, what a beautiful day to be a Town supporter. We have got Sean Gladden, Craig Henry, Simon Harris, Rob Holmes, Kevin Hanson, Dodson Wu. If you're in the chat, get involved. I will come to your comments as we go. Niall Hannon, never mind all that, Rich. 18 months, 18 months. Well, Sarah George, good evening. Been for a cheeky pint after the game. Matt Stannard, evening cruncher, cheerio to 16 years. Martin Tebbit, we are up and going. Shane Griffin. Everyone else, get involved in the chat. Tell your mates that we're live. We're going to be here for 20 or 30 minutes tonight discussing it because we haven't won for 16 years. So we're going to soak it in and we are going to go through the game and what we thought about it, star performers, all of that. So anyway, there was a lot of changes as Town reverted back to the lineup, I think, that started. He is in your head. We'll get to him in a minute. Revert back to the lineup that we played against Pompey. Thank you very much, James. He says, I'm really glad we got the result today. It was for your kids and my dad. My mum was there, sat up in the Sir Alf upper. Shout out to Craig Chapman. He was in corporate today, so he gave my mum and Elliot their season tickets, so they set up there. So it was brilliant. Craig Henry's over from Northern Ireland for the game. What a trip. Smurf mode was activated before the game. Yes, before the game we had the bus welcome. It was very, very busy. I just sort of, as we got there about 10 minutes before the bus came down, we sort of stood in line where the Ed Sheeran mural is on one of them. I don't know what they were, them little, are they, might be electric sort of boxes. I stood on one of them, had a great view. Tom says, thought we were really poor today for the most part, but for once I don't care. Sid Cup 1, good morning. Simon says, we won't be playing them next season when they're relegated. They were terrible. And with Manning are going down. Louis Fenton, evening. Right, so let's get on to the game. So we were reverted back to the team that started the game against Portsmouth. So in the nets, Alex Palmer, Furlong on the right, Leif Davis on the left, Dar O'Shea and Cedric Kipre in for Jacob Greaves. Two holders in midfield, Matasiwu and Jens Kajust. Sammy Smodic's in the 10. Igele on the right. Jaden Philogene, more to come from him shortly, on the left, and George Hurst leading the line. Kev says, I thought I was having a heart attack at the end. Still hasn't quite sunk in. If Hurst scored his two chances to make it 4-1, I generally thought it could have been 6 or 7. Good evening, Adrian. Says, my granddaughter, 15, her first win against Norwich. What a time to spend together. I mean, yeah, there's loads of people who've never seen us beat Norwich. My 3 kids, not 2 kids. Elliot was there back in when Danny Haynes scored 2, but he doesn't remember that because he was very, very little. So the other 2, they've never, ever seen Town beat the old enemy, and we finally did today. I thought we started nervously the first 10, 15 minutes. I mean, Dar O'Shea, how many times did he give that ball away trying to play out? I think his first 3 passes. David Bergin, good evening from Ireland. Hope you're well. Yeah, his first 3 passes, he gave the ball away. I thought Norwich pressed us really well without really having many chances. I mean, a lot of the pressure they had, we did bring it on ourselves a little bit. I thought first half, I didn't think we played that well, to be quite honest. Took the lead with a goal from a corner. Shout out to Mark Hudson. Long ball from Philogene to the far post. I think O'Shea wins it. Jens attempts an overhead kick. Kipre, and I think it might be Harry Darling sort of tussle for the ball. It drops, and Kipre just puts his foot through it and absolutely lashes it into the net. Simon says, if Palmer had conceded Jaden goal, I would be livid. I will talk about that in a minute. So 1-0 up. Within 2 minutes, Norwich have got the equaliser from a corner. The ball's cleared. We've headed it away. It's took a deflection. I'm not sure if it's off Matasiu or O'Shea, but we've left their lad on the edge of the box. Kevin, look, it's 3 games in a week. There's always going to be changes, I think, when we've got a 3-game week. But we reverted back to Pompey. Positive tonight. Positive in the chat. Come on. We want nothing negative, really. But yeah, we didn't really close the guy down. He's had a free shot. He was standing there all alone. It's a deflection, and we're thinking, bloody hell, here we go again. We've got a goal up, and they showed a good reaction, Norwich, to be fair. But then Jaden Philogene, it's a lovely turn in the centre of the pitch, strides forward. He's about 30 yards out. He does catch hold of it. I agree with Simon in the chat. If that was my goalkeeper, I think he should be saving that ball. The ball is literally, it's above him here. It's there. He gets his hands on it. I think it comes off the bar. He's hit it well, Philogene. It's a great goal. It's a great strike. But I think the goalkeeper should be doing a whole lot better there. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know what you think in the chat. Rob says, Matasiu is my man of the match. Absolutely everywhere today. Breaking up play, etc. Excellent performance. I thought we struggled a little bit in the midfield in the first half. What I will say is when Sammy Morsey was here and when we played out from the back, he always made himself available for that ball. Niall Hannon says it's better than Bullard's. That was a great goal, but that meant nothing because we ultimately lost 5-1. So that probably gets forgotten in all that, mate, to be honest. But yeah, I thought we tried to play out. We tried to play through them. And I thought the midfield, there's a couple of times Jens got caught in possession. He's done 2 real good bits of play. Then he should pass it, and then he gets caught. So I thought we were lacking a little bit in the centre of the pitch. Kev says, I knew they'd score, but it was like, okay, you levelled, but have a bit of a 25-yard thunderbolt. I said 3-1, said Jaden and Clark. Hurst got 2 right. Come on, Norwich. Who is the pride of Anglia? Mike Baker says Rob Green said he should be saving it. Trevor says great strike, but if Palmer lets it in, we'll be moaning. Simon, I think on Derby Day, performance out the window, mate. Especially when we haven't beaten for 16 years, it's a victory, and that's all I'm bothered about. Their goalkeeper, very dodgy on crosses. I thought the ref was very good. He let a lot go, and on another day you could get another official and he's blowing up, and it's a bit of a stop-start game. But I think he was quite fair. He let the play go, and I thought he was decent. Louis says, I do understand the argument for the keeper, but to produce that strike in a derby is fantastic. Michael says he was watching the Matt SB podcast, Coventry City Support, who was doing a watch-along to the derby. He was getting worried because the win put Town on 13 points with a game in hand. Matt says it come off Matasiu. Hurst did miss a sitter there. Murich in disguise, says SP. David says, Greaves will find it hard to get back into the team after Kipre's performance today. He is a man mountain. Yeah, George Hurst had a good chance there first half in the right-hand channel. I'm not sure if it deflects or the keeper gets his hand to it. It's not going in anyway. Run Riot says, Hurst held the ball up well but stunk out the place. Right, 22 likes, 102 watching. Let's smash the like button right now and go. It's the thumbs up button. It's totally free. It makes us more, it's the algorithm. More people are visible. And if you know any Norwich fans, share this video with them. Evening, Norwich fans. Hope you're well. Obviously, you're not. So we went in 2-1 up at half time, which I think we were all happy with. Seeing as the performance, I didn't think it was brilliant, but it's a derby, and sometimes you've just got to sort of roll with the punches. Daniel Bradish says Hurst has the touch of a donkey. Peter Graham, Hurst keeps fluffing a few, but no harm done. We scored anyway. I'll still stick to my guns saying that we need a top class striker. I know we've got Azon and he came on second half. I still think we missed that top striker who I think would make a massive difference in this team. But there you go. Hit the like button. Mike Baker says, show the Cruncher some love. JP Outdoors says we need a new striker. I think we'll probably look in January, I would have thought. Michael's watched some of the Norwich City podcast, Pinken and TNC podcast after match. Some are on the fence with Manning. Others said he should be gone now. I'm not sure where that puts them in the table. Can somebody let me know? I think it's about 19th, unless they've popped down a few other places, because obviously their goal difference took a little bit of a hit today. Yeah, second half we come out. I thought Norwich had quite a bit of the ball. I didn't ever really think that they were going to score. I think there was a run of they had 4 corners. But I never really was sitting there thinking, look, they're opening us up here. They had a couple of shots they had from the edge of the area that they dragged wide. But while it's only 2-1, it is what it is. Stuart says, I know it's the way McKenna wants to play, but I get the jitters how we play out from the back. Look, we ain't going to change. They are 19th. We ain't changing how we play. I think we've just got to be better at it. That's all I'll say. Just get better at what you're doing. Lewis Mulholland, let's effing go. How good was Kipre, by the way? Much more convincing than Greaves. Craig says, what did I think of McAteer not coming in? Not exactly a vote of confidence. Well, I thought Philogene was decent, so there was no real need to take him off. But yeah, we made the subs, didn't we? We bought on, obviously, Azon came on for George Hurst. Craig was great day to be at Portman Road. Is Azon worth a start now? Hurst is looking like the weakest link. So yeah, made the changes. Agele came off. I thought he was decent. I liked him today. I thought Agele was nice. He done some positive things, gets inside. Maybe sometimes he needs to lay it off instead of having a shot, but I thought he was good. Dan Carter says, felt a little bit sorry for Azon not putting his chance away. Kipre was man of the match. Need a drink. Too much talking, too much shouting today. Right. Made the changes. I thought Nunes made a real big impact when he came on. I see Norwich fans were throwing inflatable snakes about. He's in your head, Craig says. Sean says, Norwich should get to the playoffs next year in Division 1. I don't think we need to change the plan, really, JP. We've just won 3-1 in the derby. Why would we be changing the plan? Mike the Fisherman is in the chat. He says Agele was better as the game went in. When is your live, Mike? Come on. You always do a live when we lose or we don't win. You've got to be doing a live tonight. That's just what I'm thinking. Get over and subscribe to Mike on YouTube, Fisherman's Blues. We have some great banter. And I've almost listened to all your voice note, Mike. I'll reply in the morning because I'm on another pod tonight. I've got to do... Pete Ahmed in Cape Town. Good evening. What was happening at the station after the game with the Norwich fans? Someone tell me. Right, we've got 155 watching. Let's smash the like button. Pete is going to send a video from Cape Town while he's down the beach. So check that out. When it drops, I will upload it. So that will probably be later this evening or tomorrow. So I am on... Oh, Mike's on... He's on the lake. I am on Where the Town Walk tonight, Michael. It's recorded and it will be out tomorrow. Probably around 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. So thank you, David. Very kind. Yeah, that'll be on... Kev says they probably wanted to jump onto the track. That'll be tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. I've got to do... a voice note, some voice notes for Greatest Hits Radio Suffolk. So I'll do that when I end this live. Busy night tonight. But don't it feel wonderful to finally put them budgies in their place? But yeah, made the subs, and I thought they made a big difference. Azon, I like Azon. I think he's a bit raw. I like he likes to battle with the centre half. I like how he's quite physical. Likes to run in behind. I think that was a lot of Town's play today. We tried to get in behind them down the sides. Like Hurst when he got away in the second half. I think he does the right thing there. I know he's on the angle. He could have had a shot. He plays it across. There's no one there. It was literally a tap-in for somebody running in. But I didn't think he was terrible today. But he just needs to get hold of that ball, secure it up the pitch, and then we can play from there. Because sometimes when it sort of bounces off him, it all breaks down. Matt says, do you think sometimes we slow play down when we don't have to, and that's what gets us in trouble? Possibly, but I think we try to bring the opposition onto us and then break the press. And this is where I think you miss Morsey in that midfield, because he was always that link. But it will come with Matasiwu. It will. I thought he was excellent again today. Rob says, Jack Clark picking up some confidence. Yes, the third goal, through ball by Nunes, beat the offside trap. Azon does everything right, goes across the keeper, hits the post. Jack Clark is Johnny on the spot. He's there. Sammy Smodics is there. Pops it in. It's 3-1. And it is literally party time, because we knew once that third goal went in, I see Kieran in his post-match saying they wanted to get the third goal earlier, and it would have made it a lot easier. But after that, I mean, if we'd have got the third goal earlier, it could have been, we could have gone on a one more. But once that third goal went in, it was game over, and they knew it. Louis says, thought Smodics was excellent today. Worked his socks off. Just hope he gets a goal. Then I think Sammy, he works his absolute backside off. Does a lot of selfless running for the team. And I think sometimes that's sort of not seen by fans, but he's excellent. And hopefully he'll get a goal. And then, like Louis says, some more goals will come. If you've seen it, two real different pictures at the end of the game. Norwich fans not happy with their mob. Manning scurrying off down the tunnel. So, not great there. While Town were obviously highly delighted that we won. Nunes has got the corner flag. Then he's got the sign that was made. Louis Sharp, shout out. Good sign that is, from Chris Reeves' Twitter. And Nunes had that. And if you go on your socials, you'll see that, because it's absolutely everywhere. Don't worry about Liam Gibbs-Craig. Every time he come back past us today when he's warming up, I give him plenty in his ear, how he'd let his family down, how he's a disgrace. He hated it. The first time he looked at me, and then the third time, the other times, he didn't bother making eye contact. But didn't even get on the pitch, did you, Liam? So how are you feeling tonight? At least your dad will be happy, because he's a Town fan. But yeah, 16 years, that is all washed away. It is in the review mirror. Next port of call is April at Carrow Road, and we've got to go there, and we've got to win. We need to get a double over Norwich, and then we can sleep easy. But we've got the bragging rights now. Let's have a look at the lineup and who performed. Palmer in the goal. Didn't really have a lot to do. Couldn't do nothing with the goal. Yeah, sometimes I think they did slow it down, possibly, but I think that's under instructions how they want to play, how they're coached. Good luck at Carrow Road, says Footsie. What team do you support, Footsie? Let us know in the chat. And also hit the subscribe, mate. Do us a favour. Good lad. I don't know why I'm here, and I'm a Liverpool fan. Good lad, John McBride. You don't have to support Town to come here and watch. We are all friends here. Louis Fenton. Now we have bragging rights. They haven't beat us for nearly 2 years. Disgraceful. But I thought, defensively, I thought O'Shea, didn't think he had the greatest game. I thought defensively he done all right. He obviously played a part in the first goal. But some of his passing, I mean, wow. Not great on the ball sometimes. Jaden is crazy, to be fair. Screamer. Yes. Furlong was decent at right back, pretty solid. Liked his long throws as well. Is Manning going to get the sack soon? Says Damgerman banger after banger. Liam Gibbs' brother is Huey's PE teacher. Will be fun tomorrow, says Matt Stannard. Say the Cruncher says hello, Matt. See what he says. Leif Davis. Yeah, I thought he was steady today. Didn't really get forward so much today, Leif, but I thought he had a good game defensively. Cedric Kipre, absolutely man-mountain at the back. First goal for the club as well. So we'll come back to him in a little while. Two holders in midfield. Matasiwu, very good. Jens Kajus, didn't think it was his best game. He's got quality, you know. But sometimes just you're not going to get time in a derby on that ball. When you do a good bit of play, you get away from a couple of players. Just maybe move that ball a little bit quicker. Thought he's better second half. Three in front of him. Smodics we've already talked about. Worked his socks off. Egale, like him. I think there is definitely a player in there. He got involved, I thought, a lot more than the Portsmouth game today. Jaden on the left, I didn't think he'd done that much, to be quite honest. He had obviously we need to talk about the goal we had disallowed first half with the ball over the top. Hurst and Darling, I think, doesn't look like a foul to me. I've not seen the replay back. Philogene finishes it, but the referee chalks it off. Mike Baker, totally agree with you. He says Jaden doesn't do tap-ins. I think that's 5 now for the season for him, and they're all absolutely goal of the season contenders. John says, what were you like when Ipswich got back to the Premier League? Well, John, I mean, that day when we beat Huddersfield, we were on the pitch. The town afterwards was just absolutely mental. Look, it didn't go too well last season. I think we all know that. We probably got there too soon. Don't think we were ready. But the back-to-back promotions, yeah, I think no one can ever sort of take that away from us. David says they didn't say it was a foul on ITV. Noe Donis says Arsenal will win the treble. Wow. Let's have a chat about that. Anyone got any thoughts on that? It's a massive shout. We're only in October. Crikey. And George Hurst up top, worked hard. Needs to secure that ball, like I said. I thought the subs were very good today. I thought they made a big impact when they came on. And obviously Jack Clark got his goal out. I think that's 4 now for him for the season. A couple of penalties in there. But, yeah, looking good for Jack. Azon, I think he worked hard. Akpom come on right at the end. And obviously, look, Nunes, it's all about him in the midfield there. I thought he was really good. I was hoping he was going to stick that free kick away at the end there when he got it and he smashed it into the wall. But very good. We are good. Philip Fanning. Yes, Everton had a good win today against Palace. That was Palace's 19-game, I think, unbeaten run out the window. Right, so we're going to stay until 30 minutes. So get your questions in. Any questions in the chat? Who was your man of the match? And looking forward to Borough in a couple of weeks' time. Very tough game. But yeah, get your thoughts in if you went to the game or watched it on the telly. What did you think to the bus meet? Yeah, smash the like. Go over to Bad Shirt Club, buy a shirt, buy a bucket hat, buy a jacket. Mike says, I thought Hurst was being fouled. He showed good strength. Louis says, funny how last season we kept getting battered at home and we're still unbeaten this season at home. We need to make Portman Road a fortress. That is 3 in a row. Michael. Right. David and Craig says, Kipre for man of the match. Michael says, can you see any of Ipswich Town's players currently out on loan returning to the club like Chaplin, Al Hamady? Cameron Humphries is still here, Michael. He's not on loan. Marcus Harness is gone. He's gone to Huddersfield. He was at Derby last year. Mr. Ipswich Town says Matasiwu is our best signing. GVT says Kipre. Mike says not a fan of the bus meet, but the players and the manager wanted it, Mike. So I think it went down pretty well. And we won. So Neil says, did Kipre handle the ball for his goal? Can't tell. Possibly. It's one of them ones where it's in his body with the defender. And if he did, he doesn't know a lot about it. Simon says, will Cov get promoted? Appreciate its early doors. I mean, they are absolutely flying. I think they got a plus 20 goal difference. Anyone see Wolfie's comments yesterday? Rather interesting. Matt Stannard says, bus meet class. My man in the match was Kipre, the human wall. Trevor says Kipre. JP Outdoors says, man in the match for me was Matasiwu. He did put a foot wrong. Louis says Kipre. I think they give it to Philogene on Sky. Matasiwu. No one appealed, says Neil. So wasn't sure. Possibly VAR would have got involved in that, but it's we don't have VAR happily in the champ. So when the ball goes in the net, we can go absolutely mental like we did today 3 times. But yeah, look, accidentally the ref was pretty decent. Kev says man of the match. Philogene. I thought the ref was very good. Still pretty. I think that was only his 16th game. Yeah, I thought he was good. He let the play flow. A couple of yellow cards. I think he obviously booked. I think Philogene got a yellow in one of theirs. But yeah, I think look, all in all, we've got the monkey off our back now. We're up to 9th on 13 points. Coventry, I think 16 at the top of the table, and no, not 16, 19. So we are 6 behind with the game in hand at Blackburn. Next game, obviously international break now, so we go in to that break on a high. Next game is obviously Middlesbrough on the Friday night. So if you're going up to Borough, yeah, should be a decent trip. Mike says ref was fair, to be fair, nicely controlled. Lino, however, absolute bellend. Do Ipswich Town still need to recruit in the January window? Richard Chandler, the crystal ball is back. I actually last week, right, on the Where the Town Walk, I went for 3-1. We do a Super 6 at work. I went for 2-0. And I done 2-0 on the final whistle, the prediction show I'm on. So I got one right. I should have probably thought that look, Town are going to concede a goal. So there you go. The crystal ball is back working. I think we need a striker, Michael, in January. Ross says just need that away win now. Agreed. Striker and centre midfielder in January, says Louis. Tifo, absolutely brilliant. It's on me thumbnail if you haven't seen it for this. GVT says we need a striker. Sean says striker in January. Maybe a creative 10. We've only got so many spots, Louis, we can have in this squad. So if you're signing 3 players, who are you getting rid of? Humphrey's one of them. Possibly Ben Johnson. Who was Pele? John McBride. You keep saying Pele was good. Who was Pele? Striker and a defender, says Fisherman. Depends on injuries. Yes. The only downer was an idiot throwing a bottle vape. I think it was a vape the referee brought over and he handed it to his mate. Mike Baker. Josh Sargent, anyone, in January. Wouldn't that go down a treat? Actually, to be fair, I thought Josh Sargent won all his headers today. He literally got no service. I mean, literally no service. He's probably one of the best strikers in the league. And if you've got him, you've got to give him the service. I mean, he was... Humphreys, Ben Johnson, Harry Clark, maybe Taylor, says Louis. Yeah, well, Jack Taylor is out of contract, I think, in the summer. So unless we sign him on a new deal, he could be one who disappears. John, not bothered about Norwich here, mate. We're Ipswich here. We're not really worried about Norwich and what their players were doing today. I agree, Shabby McNally. Not too many top strikers around. Lighter and a whiskey mini bottle. I mean, if you're throwing them, you're an absolute knobhead. What are you doing? What are you doing? R says, enjoying a beer after sticking one up the budgies. Kipre a beast. Laters, Sammy's work rate brilliant. Louis says, if you could have Ivanovic or Sargent, who would you have? I'll go for Sargent. Christopher says, shame to sell Harry Clark. Right, I'm going to leave when we get to 80 likes. So we've got 62. We need 18 more likes. When whoever's watching live, we're looking for 250. We can get more. This is an East Anglian win. This is East Anglian derby victory. We ain't had one for so long. So watch this video, share this video, subscribe, hit the like. If you know any Norwich mates, send it to them because I'm sure they would love to hear all about it. And if you live in Norfolk or anywhere around it and you're going to work tomorrow, give them plenty, because we've had so many years where we've been getting stick. So it's our turn now to turn the tables. And if you know any Norwich fans, give them plenty of stick. Tom Young says, Sammy runs for days, bags of effort. You cannot. ICB88, who is your team? He says Ipswich and Toilet. Josh Revel Brown, Mike's son, says, what a day, loved it. Will Coventry stay the pace, Rich, along with Stoke? I don't think Stoke will. Coventry, they've got a small squad, I will say that. But if they get to January and they're still around the top, I think they'll obviously hope, well, if you're a Cov fan, you're probably going to splash a little bit of cash. Totally outplayed Norwich. They are staying down. Barry Bain, thanks for watching. He says, up the Yellows. Well, Tomislav Boleta, greetings from Croatia. Boreham Wood, how'd you get on yesterday? Let us know. And who you played and where are you sitting in the division. Frosty 14, hello, up the Blues. Marvin Symes, I've got Ipswich to win the league in every one of my ACCAs. Never been more confident. I think we're 3-1. We were 3-1 joint favourites with Cov. But I think Cov went favourites yesterday, so not sure. Texas, how are you getting on in Texas? Right, 5 more likes, please. And then I'm out of here. I'm going to go and have another cup of tea, rest my voice. Christopher Gummer says, a group of us watched it in Madrid. What was the weather like? The weather was decent today. I thought it was a little bit windy. Sun come out. Nice to see Jim Magilton there, Shefki Kuki, Matty Holland, Alex Maffey, Danny Haynes. They all come out when we play the derby. But now we've got etched into Ipswich Town derby folklore, Cedric Kipre. Jaden Philogene with one of the best goals in the derby for a long while, even though the goalie should be saving it. And Jack Clark, Johnny on the spot, Jack Clark. So anyway, that is me out of here. Please smash the like button, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe, share with your friends. Ipswich Town 3, Norwich City 1, East Anglia is blue and white. Quickly before I go, Michael says Ipswich could bring in a striker now like Patrick Bamford as an out of contract player. He's being linked to Getafe in Spain and Sheffield United. He could play a similar role to Kiefer Moore. Love on the buses. Delap was there today as well. Liam Delap, he was at the game. Bamford ain't going to you lot, says Day. Green Kids are Upper Town, says Mike. Ipswich forever, said Christopher Gummer. Thank you for watching. And we'll have a little bit of a rest period now. Obviously, no game until Friday week when we head to the Riverside. I can rest my voice for a week and a bit, and until the match preview against Borough. Probably Thursday week I'll do that in the evening. Cheers for watching, everybody. Make sure when it is uploaded, you check out Peter's match report all the way from Cape Town, Sunset Beach. When he sends it to me, I will upload it, and you can all go and watch it, and you can all go and comment on it, and you can all be jealous of the weather, because the weather in Cape Town is probably better than it's been here this weekend. Storm, was it Annie or Amy? It was a big storm, and there was a storm today at Portman Road, and Ipswich Town are the pride of Anglia. See you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.